welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and I did my nails for tomorrow because it is October 30th, 2023. They're not very great. I just did them real quick because I'm going to be a vampire tomorrow. So, anyway, it is Monday, October 30th, 2023. Some places considered the Devil's Night. I drew the Death card and the Devil card today for my cards of the day, which were crazy. Then I had a person I had to deal with that could be construed as the devil. And I'm like, okay. And so it freaked me out on the death part of it. But I watched somebody I've become quite fascinated with on YouTube. And I'll post her link below. She did a whole energy reading on Matthew Perry, who unfortunately passed away Saturday. He was my favorite character on Friends. Friends is my all-time favorite show. I have so much memorabilia, so much. I have all the videos. I have all the outtakes. I have all the deleted scenes of every show ever. To say I'm obsessed would be an understatement, because since Friends started, from the beginning all the way till the end, every Thursday at 7 o'clock, I was watching the show. It didn't matter what was going on for 10 years. That's what I was doing Thursday night at 7 o'clock. So it saddened me, but I wasn't really sad until today. At my lunch break, first break, I usually will be like, hey, if any spirit wants to come in and talk through the tarot cards, come in and through the cards. And usually when I do a video, I will do a video on that person or ask them to come back in or whatever. This time I intentionally invited Matthew, or Maddie, I think is what he prefers to be called, came in. And I invited him in, and he actually showed up. It was quite crazy. And it was funny because he didn't show up through the cards at first, until I was like, well, you can come through a song, whatever. And then all of a sudden this song was playing in my head. And I'm like, okay. And as soon as I started playing the song, the cards started falling. So it was like that was his trigger to be able to come in. It was weird because I've had this situation before where a spirit was reluctant to speak to me until I got on their level. I was riding across the country with her on a train, and suddenly she was talkative. And that's what happened here. I played the song, and suddenly he was just blah, 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 wouldn't shut up. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. So I wrote everything down. I cannot find any of the papers right now. I might have. Yeah, I do have a little bit of paper here. But I actually wrote down, I would ask questions, and as I was asking questions, I didn't have it on a particular station. I just had it on YouTube Music, and I swear, every song that played after I asked a question would be an answer to that question, that he was talking to me through the music. And I wound up doing a whole playlist, and I'm calling it Maddie's Playlist. But I told him I would go ahead and do another spread tonight, and inviting him back to talk to us, as it is the day before Halloween. And I was like, what deck am I going to use? What deck am I going to use? And of course, I'm going to have to use the Friends Tarot deck, because he's my forever favorite friend. I was watching some outtakes tonight on YouTube. They have outtakes and stuff all over YouTube, of the Friends top 10 funniest moments. And it's usually Chandler that's the funniest. And after the songs today, I actually started bawling on one of the songs, because I asked, do you have any messages? And he played, find it here. And it may sound stupid to you guys, and you guys may be like, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. But it was Metallica, Nothing Else Matters. And I lost it. I actually pulled up the lyrics and started reading them and just lost it. I started bawling. And it was so intense, because it wasn't like I was bawling. It was like he was crying. You know what I mean? It was like I was feeling all of his emotions. And because he knows he's dead. And it just, he was basically telling me, at this moment, Nothing else matters but how you live and how you choose to live. And it was a moment I will never forget it. It was crazy. But enough talking, because I've talked for 5 minutes. I'm going to pull some cards just to see if, if he wants to talk. And then I actually have the TV series tarot and the movie tarot got off Etsy. It's not the movie tarot that's mass market. It's an Etsy deck, which is no longer in print. I apologize. But I pulled these just because he was a TV personality, and if he wants to talk, I think this is the way to get him to talk. Through TV, through movies. He was huge. I think I've seen every movie he's ever done, because I love Matthew Perry. And no matter what he does, he always brings a comedic kind of genius to his work. So, and I already did a meditation, and I asked him to show up. So, I'm going to start off with my normal thing I do on Mediumship Mondays, which that's what this is. We're just inviting a specific person. My first question would be, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And this is what happened earlier. And I may, because the song that started all this mudslide of stuff earlier was Take It on the Run by REO Speedwagon. And as soon as that came into my head, I was like, oh, yeah, that's who's here. And then it just literally snowballed from there. It was like one song after another in this 80s. Totally see him jamming after these songs in real life. And I don't know what he liked to listen to, but all these 80s songs came out, and it was just crazy. But Matthew, if you're here and you would like to continue to speak with me, just tell me who you are through the card. Yeah, nothing's coming out. That one didn't fall out. It just kind of laid there. Whoa. Let me see. That's Ross. Phoebe. There's too many cards for him. Like, none of them are him. There's one. Okay. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Do I need to play the song again? Keeps coming up as Joey. But his name is also Matt. So, interesting. And it's funny because the person I saw on TV earlier, or YouTube earlier today, and that's the Two of Pentacles that came out earlier. It's also Joey, or Matt LeBlanc, which his name is Matt also. But both of these cards actually came out for her in a reading also, and they came out for me when I did the reading as well. So we're going to leave that here. Is that Chandler or Ross? That's Ross, I think. Okay. So we're going to do, it's a male. And then we're going to pull from my TV series, because I don't ever pull from this deck, ever. I don't use any of these decks. And I may actually start doing this for TV personalities that have passed, or actors in general, because I never use these. But this is a good way to use these decks. Can you give me some of your personality? Personality. What is your personality? Give me 2 cards for your personality. 2 cards for personality. Oh, wow. That deck wants to talk. Oh, my God. Okay, so this is one of my top favorite shows ever. It's, oh, my gosh. Castle. He's a writer. And that's crazy because Matthew Perry, just in the last year or so, got his memoir out. So that's quite interesting. Or his autobiography, whatever you want to call it. That's funny that Castle came out. Or the Two of Cups. And then the Three of Pentacles came out. He liked to work as a team. And the Two of Cups, it ties into writer to me, his writer side, which I think it's interesting that's probably one of my top 5 shows ever, other than Friends, is Castle. That's my favorite things that came out. So we have to keep it a little witchy for Halloween, I'm going to pull out my Practical Magic and Orange Oracle. And we're going to go in here and do, what did you learn in life? What did you learn in life? Divination, Beyond the Veil. So we got Divination, Beyond the Veil. Interesting. Life, what did you learn in life? He went beyond anything he ever thought he would accomplish. Interesting. And what did you learn in death? What did you learn in death? What did you learn in death? Nothing's coming up. Yep, there it is. Blood on the Moon. Destiny. Wow. That gave me full body chills. If you watched the video I watched of the girl earlier, like I said, I'll post her below. Almost seems like there's a complication to this. Like, somebody took him out because he was saying too much of something. I don't know the details of any of it. I haven't been following him. I don't follow him on any Instagram, Twitter, none of that. So I don't know what he's been up to other than the book coming out and everybody upset that he's got a book coming out where he's telling all. But the way that came out, because it was like he knew something was going to happen to him, or someone was going to try to take him out. And the way she said that it came out in the video was that it came out like made it look like a heart attack, but it was somebody else doing it. And when I did the video, the reading earlier, it also leaned to that somebody else was present when he passed. They could have stopped it, but they caused it. I kept getting a female, like maybe he trusted someone that was a female he thought was somebody on his side and it wasn't. So that's that's why I see destiny in that, why that came out, because it was his time. He knew it was going to happen even when he was alive. Interesting. So now I'm pulling from the movie tarot. Do you have any message for anybody out there? Messages for anybody. And I'm, again, getting a lot of the cards she had in the tarots, and I'm getting the same cards I had earlier today. So I find that very fascinating. Any messages you want to tell anybody? This is your chance, your spotlight. Got the Babadook, the Five of Cups. I got that earlier. So did she. And then I got Three of Wands, which she got that earlier, and so did I. And How to Train Your Dragon. And then the Knight of Pentacles, A Royal Affair. She read the Three of Wands, I think, like, it's something he saw coming. I think that's the part that she said saw coming. But with the Five of Cups, it's like, yeah, it's like he knew something was happening. And he tried to not make it happen, and it just made things worse. Interesting. So, the last question in this spread that I normally ask, and I'm going to go back to the friends, is, how did you die? How did you die? Now, I've only seen where they said that there was possible drowning in his hot tub. That's all the information I've seen. There was also, right below that, a thing where it said there was homicide detectives investigating, and I'm like, if it was just a drowning in his hot tub, why would there be homicide detectives even looking into it at all? So that gave me pause. And then all this stuff was coming up that she did, and then I did a spread. The same cards were coming out that she had, and now they're coming out again. And I'm just like, yeah, there's something not right. Not right. And then the coroner, I guess, deferred, which means that they're waiting for all the reports to come in before they say one way or another how he passed. So it's almost like they don't even know still. It's weird. I'm like, if it was a simple drowning, it would have been obvious to me, I think. But obviously it's not. How did you die? How did you die? Oh my God. The Ten of Swords, and that's actually him being about to be stabbed in the back by a female. Which is crazy because that's what I kept saying earlier today. Crazy. And then, how did you die? And again, we got and I got the Magician earlier, and I think the girl I watched got the Magician also. To me, I got that the Magician was a person that repeatedly could switch. What's the word I'm looking for? They could switch personas in and out, like, easy. Not him, because I think he had his own demons to deal with. But there was someone in his life that 1 minute she was a nice person, the next minute she wasn't. And I keep saying female just because I do think it was a female. They were back and forth. And it's funny because earlier I saw an image of him dancing with a young girl, and I'm like, did he have a sister? Or something like that? Because I don't know if he ever had a sister or not. I've never looked into him that deep. But as big of a fan as I was, but then I did ask, did you kill yourself? And I got the Knight of Swords, and I heard the word martyr. Like, it's almost like he martyred himself so somebody else would be protected. He knew what was coming just because he could read the writing on the wall and knew I messed up. And it's about something, and she kept bringing up medication, like some kind of medication. And I almost wonder if he had a little sister or a friend that passed young, that's how they got him to start, like, advertising this drug or selling this drug. And once he realized this drug is not all it's cracked up to be, they got rid of him. And that is what I was seeing earlier. I'm not seeing that in detail now just because I'm not asking the right questions. But the fact that this popped up when I asked, how did you die? To me, it's some sort of betrayal there by a female. But that is the Mediumship Monday spread that I have. I will post that other girl's links below. See if you guys can tell the difference, the comparison. If you guys get divination through song as well, let me know, because this is the first time. I know I have before, and I actually have a playlist started where something, if a spirit comes through song, I put it down. But this is the first time. I literally got a whole playlist of songs. There's like 15 songs, and they just kept one after another giving me chills, and I would ask a question and then this song would come on that would be perfect answer for that, and I'm like, this is insane. And then that last one that came out was Nothing Else Matters. I started bawling at the end because it was just so incredible, and I was just like, I can't. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And this was Mediumship Monday on October 30th, 2023. If you guys ever wanted me to do a mediumship spread for any of you out there, let me know in the comments and I'll make it a priority. I'll talk to you later. Bye.